Good evening, friends, followers, channel members. Oh, it's great to be back. Had a lovely weekend, a lovely week away last week. So it's been well over a week since I've been here in the sim doing a live stream. I've got to see if I can remember how I can fly this aircraft. Tonight's going to be great. Obviously, back in the aircraft for the first time in well over a week, and I think we've got full VATSIM coverage as well currently as it stands. So plenty to try and wrap their heads around. As I'm a little rusty, I'll perhaps taking things a little bit slower than usual, as we obviously don't want to miss anything. GSX ground services are also installed as well, so we might see what goes on with that. I've already got the catering truck looking to destroy my wing there, so that's not a great start, is it? So welcome on board, everybody. Good to see you. 3-2 aviators. Barry Bartson, hi mate, how you doing? I'm a Potato, love that name. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you, Potato. Welcome back. Jez Davis, good evening. Samuelo Dos Santos, good to see you as well. Ace Airstream, how you doing, mate? It's been a while. You're currently on a campsite very close to Montpellier Airport, having driven along the French coast by Nice and Marseille airports, enjoying Cav. Okay, yeah, it's that sounds lovely. Wally, hey Wally, oh, thank you for the lovely warm welcome. Great to be back. And Duke Den Gaming, Dr. Magic, good to see you as well. Great to see that I've returned to the flight deck. Well, I haven't got you there safely yet, so we shall soon see. And Nick Burrows in the house, celebrating 18 months of membership. Nick, wow, thank you so much for being a channel member for a year and a half. And I had a great holiday. I can't say it was relaxing, but it never is with 4 kids, is it? But it was nice, a change of scenery, which was long overdue. Randall Forte, hello as well. Ryan E, hey, and Chucky Shrews, hello. So here we are in, I was going to say Hawaii then, no, sadly not. We're in Hamburg, and we're heading over to Gatwick, which is always fun, getting into Gatwick, hopefully with some ATC from VATSIM. Right, shall we get on board? The operational flight plan is pinned in the chat for anybody who wants to check that out. For those of you watching on YouTube, hello as well to our Twitch viewers as well. Okay, Simon Taylor, good evening to you. David, you can't wait for some floating passengers. We will see. We will see. Right, so we have got our aircraft in its turnaround state. We've got 39 minutes to go before we start boarding or anything like that. Let's just double check everything is where it should be. Yes, so fuel pumps are currently off, APUs off, packs are off as well. Lights are fine. Let's just come down, check what we've got here. We've got 1215, should be on the guard. Let's go ahead and set that up. Oh, a bit too far. There we go. Well, the radars are off, switching panel, thrust levers, engine masters, all of that stuff is absolutely fine. Right, I'm going to get some ATIS in a moment. QNH 1017. Let's go ahead, tune to the ATIS. Have we got any ATIS here at Hamburg? Yeah, we do. 124325. So let's have a listen, shall we?
Hamburg Information Yankee. Met report time 1820 Zulu. Automated weather message, expect ILS approach runway 15, runways in use 15. For landing 05. For takeoff. Transition level 60 when passing 2,000 feet, contact Bremen radar on frequency 119.525. Wind 090 degrees 6 knots. Cav OK. Temperature 25. 2.11 QNH 1018 trend. No SIG information Yankee. Out.
Okay, so I think we've got everything we needed from that. We've got QNH is 1018, information Yankee. Runway 5 is our planned departure, and our departure frequency is 119.525. Right, made a note of all of that. Okay, well, let's see then. Grab the operational flight plan and we'll have a look, see what's occurring. Well, it says that the servers are still a little bit screwy, so caution. Yeah, let's see if we can get to Gatwick in one piece, shall we? Gatwick has been an arch enemy anyway of me over the years. Right, so I've been through the operational flight plan. There's really nothing here to concern us with realistically. We've got plug fuel of 5.8, cruising altitude today is flight level 360, a little headwind as well, very little turbulence en route. So plug fuel 5.8, we've got no terrain en route. Yeah, great visibility here. Weather is drawing in at Gatwick at the moment. There's a few low clouds, but visibility is fine. It could be a minor issue. It depends how the sim likes to play it, doesn't it? Okay, that's all fine. Let's just have a look here then. So where is it? Gatwick. Yeah, so there's a small probability that clouds broken 600 feet a little later on this evening. Still catwalk conditions, of course, so no real issues there. At the moment it's scattered 1,200, so yeah, not concerned in the slightest. So that's fine. Let's just continue down, have a look at the SIGMET charts. There's our flight route today, as we can see, and look at this. So icing conditions, have you ever seen such a narrow band of icing conditions there? We'll have that perhaps as well through the descent. Actually, we might miss it looking at we might come in underneath that. So either way, so it's worth bringing that into the brief when thinking about fuel. Bit of traffic here on the runway as well. Well, at the airport, so bit of extra fuel for that. So I'm going to go ahead with that small issue. We've got lots of traffic getting into Gatwick as always, so we're going to well, let's go 6.4 tons. Yeah, all right, 6.4 tons of fuel. Dark Fury, hi mate, celebrating 19 months of membership, saying glad to see you back, more happy flying. Let's hope so, Dark. Great to see you on board. Right, 34 minutes to go. Ground services, let's go to our mass and balance page. Right, so just edit this. What did I say? 6.4? There we go. 6.4, we'll get that loaded momentarily. Now this is where the Fenix could do with splitting the fuel and passengers, because I need to get that APU started before I can start getting passengers on board. Looking to leave in about 35 minutes, so we shall we'll get that going. Right, QNH was 1018, wasn't it? Let's go ahead and update that. Our initial climb, I think today's going to be 5,000 feet. We'll confirm that with the SID that we get a little bit later on. Damien hopes we get no CTDs, they've been relentless. So I have been hearing whilst I've been away, yes. James, good evening to you as well. Husky1, good evening. So, well, good afternoon to you, I guess. Good to have you on board, Champero. Thank you for subscribing. So the sun is setting down where we are at the moment. Just waiting for that APU to click in. Whilst we're doing that, we might as well start setting a few things up. So IRS, we've got 3 navs. Aircraft status. Have I got the right air cycling? Ah, good. Right, correct engines and. The air cycle is indeed accurate. Alright, we'll do our init request. APU is now available. Give that a click, give that a minute, and then we'll start boarding the passengers. So, shall we attempt to use GSX today? See what happens. Ian, glad you've landed at Gatwick already. You just did your very first VATSIM flight into Gatwick. That would have been daunting. Made a right hash of the landing. Practice makes perfect, Ian. Don't be downhearted. And, you know, even after, oh God knows how many landings in the sim now, I can still make a hash of them. So there you go. Don't feel bad at all. Right, so I want to get this started in a moment, and then I'm going to let me just bring up the GSX menu, see if it's even working. The scripting engine hasn't started. No, of course it hasn't. Right. Well, let's see if I can get it started manually on the desktop. Whenever I try and do this, it just crashes. Not the sim, the... what's it called? A Cotil engine? I can't even pronounce that. If I can't pronounce it, then we've got no chance, have we? Right, let's see what happens. Try again. Ah! Right, okay. Well, we'll get the... we might as well get some catering on the way. Who's going to do it for us? Eurowings, do we reckon? Oh, we sag. Go on then. Right.
Catering vehicles are on their way.
Oh, well, there you are. You heard it here first. How long has that been running for? Oh, loads of time. Go on then. Get the packs on. Right. I think we can start to board then.
Cabin crew, we're all happy with how things are up here, so you can now open the doors and we'll start letting our passengers on board. Thank you.
No problem.
Right, well in that case, we'll bring GSX back up again. And we are going to request boarding.
Boarding requested.
So we'll load the aircraft in real time. And quickly just have a see which doors are opening down here. You got to remember, GSX is just cosmetic. I don't think it interferes with the actual loading of fuel and things. If you go through the fueling menu, it does, but obviously I've not. Certainly doesn't interfere with boarding passengers and loading the aircraft gross weight, for example. If I have a look here, let's just double check. Yeah, so passengers are boarding.
Crew bus is coming.
The crew bus is coming. See, that's one of the things I don't like about GSX at the moment. Why is the crew bus coming? That's fine. Bring the cabin crew on, but don't bring the pilots on. I'm the pilot. I'm sat here. Yeah, so they're all loading. That's fine. Should we have a quick look outside, see what's happening. So we've got. Oh yeah, here come the. That's a big lorry. We've got two of them. How many snacks are you guys going to get through tonight? Or rather, how many drinks are you guys going to get through tonight? We'll find out, I guess. Alright, well, keep an eye out for the passengers. Thing is, though, all this fancy stuff going off, I'm concentrating on what's going on down here. Christian, good evening, mate. How you doing? Good to see you after a week away. Right, let's see. So flight number today is... What is our flight number? Easy, 91 November Kilo. That's not a bad one, is it? Easy, 91 November Kilo. Cost index is 8, and our flight level today is flight level 360. Temperature is minus 52. Ground temperature is 26.
Pilots boarding starting.
Here come the pilots, even though I'm already here. Tropo is 39,254. That's close. We'll leave that. Okay, wind requested. Hey Mark, good to see you. So feeling brave using Microsoft Flight Simulator with all the crash desktops around at the moment. I've had a good holiday. I did, thank you, Mark. Missed doing this though. I've got to be honest. Really got to be honest. I have missed this. Of course, if it does give us a crash to desktop, then perhaps I would have missed it quite as much. Right, let's see. Butter 001, which scenery are we using for Hamburg? That is a very good question, but I've got that many I cannot always remember. Is it just Sim? Might be just Sim.
Crew boarding starting.
So maybe. Eduardo, thank you so much for the sub. And Jason is also celebrating 7 months of membership, saying great to have you back. Jason, thank you so much for that. Right, we're departing runway 05. Where's my flight plan gone? So it's a West 4 Charlie departure. There it is. Get that in. And just check. No daft discontinuities or anything like that. No, that's fine. Arriving at Gatwick, and we're expecting ILS 26 left on the Tebra 2 Golf arrival. See, I do like the sounds GSX has included. Can you hear the I don't know if you can hear the trolleys and that rattling in the background. I really do like that. I don't like that beeping, whatever that beeping is. That's annoying. I'm assuming you can hear the beeping. Does that come via Timber or Willow? I still can't remember. I've done this arrival so many times. Timber.
Your crew has boarded.
I need to turn those voices off. There is an option to turn those voices off, so don't think that is that's default. We've got 449 on the OFP. I've got on the flight plan. I've got 447 on the OFP. Happy with that. Okay, RadNav page. Let me see what we've got. I need to hard tune anything. There's a Hamburg VOR, but I think it's unserviceable when I checked the NOTAMs earlier. So that's a bit of a pain. Shouldn't need it. Yeah, that's that's not that's unserviceable at the moment. We'll tune the Alpha Lima Fox though. Pop that in. Right, have we got our preliminary boarding load sheet? Let's see. There it is. Have we got anyone walking to our aircraft? Have a quick look outside. Not just yet. Oh, here they go. All the passengers have just arrived. See,
Passengers boarding starting.
This kind of thing I do like. When it works, it works. But some airports, there's just a lot of setting up to do. Like, for instance, here, I don't have a jetway. If I had a jetway, I'd have had to go in and do this myself and plan how the passengers are going to get on, etc. So I think for handcrafted airports that have jetways, you've got to build the path the passengers take manually, or download it from flightsim.to. For now, any parking stand that doesn't have a jetway, like this one, when the passengers get bussed to the aircraft, then that's much better. These passengers are very, very well behaved. There's no pushing or shoving at all to try and get out of that bus. That's quite neat. Alright, let's continue with doing what we should be doing, shall we? Right, we're happy to accept that. So what we've got, zero fuel weight is 58.2. Zero fuel weight CG 30.6. Alternate fuel. Let's call it 1.3. See, again, the sounds, the loading sounds. Great. I like that. Right, what have we said? Our fuel, we're taking 6.4. What have we got? Do you know what? These sounds are straight from FSX. I recognise that. That is straight from FSX. I just wish they'd done more. You've got... FSX is... How old's FSX now? 15, 16 years old? And you're still using the same sounds. Block fuel 5.9. That's great. We're taking 6.4. Sorry, I shouldn't be chuntering away, should I? But there you are. Right, that's a takeoff weight of 64.4 and a max takeoff weight of 29. Dead on. Right, let's go over to our departure performance. Hey Dan, hey J-Hog. Quick check of the chat. Right, so yeah, that's right. 05, dry, flaps 1, no need to force that. Off, takeoff weight 64.4. And the CFG is 29.0. Mark, you've just realised the heights are now starting to pull in the UK. That is indeed correct. Grab live weather. Can we take any intersection departures today? Save a bit of time on the taxi. I'm not too oh yeah, right. Delta 4, 3 or full length? Oh. Right, Delta 4. We'll plan 4. There we are. So, 131, 140, 140. Transition altitude here is 5,000 feet. Thrust reduction, acceleration 1032. I'll check that with SimSmart in a moment. Flaps 1 and flex 62. There we go. Right. Let me open SimSmart, check this thrust reduction acceleration value, and then we'll do the engine out procedure.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Another passenger bus. Doesn't matter about any of this, of course. I'm not bothered about any of this information. I just want this information. Yeah, okay, so it's noise abatement 1 here, so these values need editing. So it's 1, oh wow, okay, 1536, 3036, 1036 for the engine out. So 3 different values, you don't see that very often. Okay, so 1536, just go forward a little bit. Yeah, 1536, 3036. And the engine out is 1036. Wonderful. Alright, secondary flight plan. Let's see. Copy the active. So what is our engine out procedure? Standard 1600 feet. Turn right to the Hamburg. VOR and hold. Alright. Just check out what the SID is at the moment. Straight out to Delta Hotel 150. Right, we'll just continue then on track 048 from there. So I'll just use that waypoint actually for quickness. Delta
Passengers
Hotel
boarding starting.
150. Track is 046. And we'll just pop that out another 15 miles out away from that. And then from there we're going to Hamburg, VOR. Now even though the VOR is unserviceable, as I just mentioned, it doesn't really matter because we're not tracking the VOR, we're tracking it using GPS. So Cessnas can't do this, Airbus can. Enter the hold. And the hold is inbound course 006 right turns. That's done. And then back in runway 15, I think they said they're using for landing. So, new destination, Echo Delta Delta Hotel. Arriving ILS 15. No star. I don't think there's a veer. Oh, there is from Hamburg, so use that. Okay, let's check that out, see if it looks like I hope it would. Yeah, so there we go. Straight out, back to Hamburg, enter the hold, and then we've got the approach all keyed in, ready for an arrival back to runway 15 should we need it. Beautiful. Christian saying the Alpha Lima Fox DME is more relevant for Hamburg than the Hamburg V. It is. That's why we've got that one hard tuned. I didn't bother to hard tuning Hamburg. Mind you, it's unserviceable, so no point. Ewald, hi mate, on Twitch. Brave man stepping into daily crash the desktops. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Right, all of that's done, I think. So, time for a brief. Well, let's start with the want brief. So, weather is gorgeous here in Hamburg tonight, not a cloud in the sky. So, good runway conditions. Weather en route is fine as well. A little bit of icing potentially on the arrival, but other than that it's fine. Aircraft is A320, fully serviceable with the exception of the weather radar. No NOTAMs for us today. That's going to affect us. We've mentioned Hamburg VOR is not tunable, but that really makes little difference. Threats to be aware of. Well, number one is the fact that I'm very rusty. I've been away from the sim now for over a week. I haven't flown. I haven't done anything, so you guys need to be good PMs as I take care of the flight this evening. So yeah, that is indeed a threat. If we have a look at the terrain around the airport, there's not really anything much to speak of. Nice low minimum safe altitude, which as we can see is 2,100 feet. A little bit of traffic around tonight at Hamburg. Not too familiar with it as well, so we'll just take the taxi perhaps a little bit slowly, make sure we know exactly where we're going. There's some ATC is online as well, so we've got that to throw in there. But yeah, other than that, it's should be straightforward. Let's talk about the taxi.
Welcome on board our Easyjet service.
Oh, okay.
Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you.
So
These
where are we?
include laptops,
Stand
handbags,
11.
duty-free, and loose
Expect
items
pushback
of
facing
clothing.
north.
Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take
Cross
your
at
seat.
Bravo 6.
To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear,
And we've said we can take
enabling
Delta
all remaining
4.
customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened.
I'll not do
ready
a
for
single engine
departure.
taxi. We'll
This is
do.
a no smoking service. Thank you.
We'll get both
Observing
engines
this policy.
started on pushback. Not
Thank
probably
you.
with single engine taxi procedure. Right, so the SID is the Wesser for Charlie. Speed restriction just there, Delta 150. I'll go ahead and check that in a minute. So straight out, and then it's going to be a left turn. Our initial climb is 5,000 feet. So let's just go ahead and check in the perf page what have we got for our speeds. Oh, go back. Oh, alright, S speed it is 190. So we'll fly to the first turn, flaps 1. Noise abatement 1 departure as well. Okay, that's all set up. The emergency brief then, so standard Airbus emergency brief. It's a standard engine out procedure. Our takeoff weight today is 64.4, which is just below the maximum landing weight. Getting back in is not going to be an issue if we need to return here. And if we do lose an engine, we'll enter the hold nice and safe at 4,000 feet. Okay, I think that's all done. Now what we need to do is contact ATC. How's boarding going? I think, is boarding completed then? Are we all done? That's not what I wanted to do. Boarding isn't completed. What doors are open? Why are all the doors closed? I bet that's GSX doing its thing, isn't it? Right. Okay, ground services. Yes. Should we get the doors open so the passengers can actually get on board? We can get rid of the GPU and we can get rid of the cones because the APU's sorting that out. But I think as far as GSX goes, everything is completed. Yeah, boarding's completed, prepare pushback and departure. That's fine. Close that down for now. Right, shall we give ATC a call, see what they've got to say. Who are we talking to here? Tower frequency 12685. There you go, Christian. Is that the right frequency? Oh, I think they've just gone offline. Oh, that's annoying. Right, 119525. His workload's just increased, hasn't it, on the approach frequency?
Left and heading 180, cleared alles approach runway 15, German wing 7177.
Hamburg, good evening. Easy 91 November Kilo on the ground, stand 11, type A320. Request IFR clearance is filed to Gatwick, and we have information Yankee.
Easy 91 November Kilo, Bremen Radar, good evening. Stand by for clearance, Quebec.
Roger, 91 November Kilo. Yeah, he's going to be a little bit busy now if Tower's just gone offline.
For Juliet Hotel request.
For Juliet, go ahead.
For Juliet Hotel, if possible, we would like to do visual approach for Finkenwerder 05, 05, low approach, switch over to Hamburg 05 and do another low approach there.
Listen for Juliet Roger, Quebec, German 7177, resume normal speed.
Reduce normal speed, German wing 7177.
We'll give him the option for the pre-departure.
And Ocean for Juliet Hotel, yeah, I cannot offer you the low approach on 05 in full spittle due to work in progress.
Okay, then, yeah, okay.
So, up to him, depending on what he wants to do.
Wings 8 Kilo Whiskey, gate 8. One information, echo request, IFR clearance to Düsseldorf.
Your wings 8 Kilo Whiskey, Bremen Radar, moin, number 2, call you back. Wing 7177, long roll out approved, locate Alpha 6, wind 0807 knots, runway 15.
Good job we loaded the extra fuel, really, isn't it?
German wing 7177, clear to land runway 15 and prepare locate Alpha 6.
Easy 353, continue on present heading, descend flight level 70.
On same heading and descend to 70, easy 353.
To jet 280, turn left heading 260.
Left heading 260 to jet 280.
Ocean 4 Juliet Hotel, continue left turn heading 250, expect visual approach runway 05 Finkenwerder.
Continue left turn heading 250 Ocean 4 Juliet Hotel.
Ich hab ganz vergessen, dass du nach Hamburg quasi BOA gehst. Gut, dann Easy 91 November Kilo, ready copy?
Thought that might have been the final load sheet, but it can't be, of course, because we've not...
Easy 91 November Kilo.
Easy 91 November Kilo, go ahead.
Easy 91 November Kilo, information Alpha is not current. You're cleared to Gatwick via the Visa 3 Delta departure runway 15, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 2503.
Clear departure via runway 15, Weather 3 Delta departure, initial climb 5,000, squawk 2503, easy 91 November Kilo.
Easy 91 November Kilo, feedback correct. To jet 280,
oh, it's all changed.
Would you
all right.
fancy a short approach with 6 miles final?
So then, we're going to have to change so much. We're departing runway 15 now. That's going to be Weather 3 Delta. I need to get some new charts up. Insert. Yeah, check takeoff data. That's fine. So, right, okay, there's still the same speed restriction, so we're happy to leave that. That's to Delta Hotel 216. We'll do another pre-departure brief from the taxi in a moment. Okay, right, go on then, let's change the information. So it's now going to be runway 15. Have we got an intersection departure available just here? Echo 3, that'd be nice. It's 129, 140, 140. 129, 140, 140, and flaps 1, flex 60. Sim Smart still open. Yeah, okay, so runway 15. So, new values, 1553, 3053, 1053, and a new engine out procedure. Yes, we've used GSX today. We'll use it for the pushback as well, see how it gets on. So, 1553, 3053, and the engine out is 1053. Confirmed. Yeah. Good. Alright. Secondary flight plan. Let's copy the active. So, it's now non-standard 5 miles from the ALF left turn to Hamburg. Okay. So, Delta Hotel 202. So we want ALF. What's the runway track? It is 150. 5 miles. Then to Hamburg and back into the hold. What was that? 006 and right turns. And then back here, Echo Delta Delta Hotel, runway 15. No start and Hamburg. Ah, there we go. All looks fine and dandy. Alan, I do have a tutorial on them doing all the different features. Yeah, they're obviously available on the channel should you need them. How's boarding doing? Boarding is completed. Okay, let's just pick up the brief again with regards to what we're going to do with the taxi, how we're going to fly the departure. So we're going to push back, stand 11 facing north, and then taxi out on Zulu 5, presumably. Zulu 3, and then expect to take Echo 1 all the way to Echo 3. On departure then, we'll fly in config 1 until passing Delta Hotel 216. Engine out procedure, 5 miles from the Alpha Lima Fox, left turn to Hamburg. Right, I think we're almost ready to actually go. A couple of checks from me, then we'll start running some checklists. Are we late? Nearly.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. My name is Gavin, and I would like to welcome you on board this Easyjet aircraft. We expect a good flight with you today with no weather problems showing in front of us, so we should be pushing back within the next few minutes or so. For now, the ground crew have now finished loading the last of the baggage into the aircraft, so if you could get yourself seated and secured, then we can make sure we can depart on time. The cabin crew will shortly be providing their safety demonstration video, so it would be appreciated if you could give them your full attention. A special welcome on board to our Easyjet Pilot members, and if you wish to inquire about becoming a member, please contact a member of the cabin crew. All our Easyjet Pilot members are of course entitled to free drinks throughout the flight. Thanks very much, and we'll give you an update once we are airborne.
Christian, that's a good spot. Planning departure on runway 05. Well, we're not taking those taxiways anyway, are we? What we on? He could get us out on Alpha 5. Yeah, that's what we'd expect to do. Alpha 5. I'm not backtracking the full runway, whilst aircraft are also planning on landing at it as well. Right, I need my load sheet, please. Do. Ha! As if by magic. I think it may have just arrived. Here we go. Oh, let's hope this is valid. So takeoff weight 64.3, good, that's lower, and a zero fuel weight of 30.2, that's within limits, accept, valid. Lovely. Now, we need to get our pushback clearance, but GSX may take a while, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get GSX kind of into position. Before we do that though, let's do the before start checklist. So our cockpit preparation is complete, our signs are on and auto it is, we've got 3 nav greens. Fuel quantity is 6350 and balanced. Altimeter is 1018 and showing 40 feet. Right, let's prepare for our pushback and departure. Where's our tug? Do we have a tug? Oh, he's there. He's miles away.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Yeah, he's got a German accent. Lovely.
Okay. So done with 6 miles, if I'm correct.
Affirm. Departure check completed.
Don't expect so. Delta Union from Charlie, descent unrestricted, flight level 60.
Unrestricted, flight level 60, Delta Alpha, Lima Union from Charlie.
Why is my nose wheel steering not disconnected? An easy 91 November Kilo, stand 11, we're ready for pushback.
91 November Kilo, pushback approved, facing north.
Pushback approved, facing north, easy 91 November Kilo.
Looking here.
Bitte 280, willkommen in Hamburg, taxi via Echo 1, hold short, runway 23.
Taxi via Echo 1, hold short, runway 3323, 2Jet 280.
Right, so we want the nose to the left, tail to the right.
Cabin crew, we're all ready to go, so please arm the doors and cross-check. Thank you.
Brave Radar, good evening, Scandinavian 208, inbound.
You're on guard.
180, descending to flight level 110.
Strange noise.
Scandinavian 208, Bremen Radar, hello, identified, expect ILS.
Before start checklist, windows and doors closed, beacon light is on, phones on silent, parking brake is on.
Continue on present heading and descend to flight level 110.
Go ahead, be professional. My colleague can sleep and I can't in that place.
Please parking brakes.
Why are we monitoring COM2? Just bear with me a
Scandinavian
second.
from Charlie, shortcut to Delta Hotel 412.
Release parking brakes.
Shortcut Delta Hotel 412, Delta Union from Charlie.
Commencing push.
Delta Uniform Charlie, continue descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1018.
Engine mode selected to
Descent
ignition,
4,000 feet
starting
on
engine 1.
QNH 1018, Delta Uniform Charlie.
Yeah, we were monitoring the guard frequency, but we'd got idiots on that, so we'll just turn that
via
off.
Alpha 5, Zulu 1 Orange.
Cross 23, taxi to 02 Alpha, via Alpha 5, to jet to Sierra.
Und Zulu 1 Orange.
Und Zulu 1 Orange. To jet to Sierra.
To be fair, the
pushback left heading 240.
Seems really neat on this.
2404 Juliet Hotel.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft.
Easy 46
showing the exit routes.
Papa Charlie, you need push first.
That you must adopt if you hear brace.
Yes, sorry, my bad. Request push.
There are 2 emergency exits.
46 Papa Charlie, no worries. Here's a company behind, expect push in maximum 5 minutes, and I have a reclearance for you from runway 15, ready copy.
May be behind you. In an emergency,
hold on a minute.
cabin baggage your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted.
Yep, 46 Papa Charlie, then you re-cleared to Gatwick via the Visa 3 Delta departure.
Starting
runway
engine
15, rest remains unchanged.
Parking brake.
If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you.
Yeah, negative. I need to reach back for the SID Visa 3 Delta, Whiskey Sierra November 3 Delta departure.
Just waiting for engine 2 to start.
Sorry, my bad. Cleared on the Whiskey
Stabilize.
Sierra November 3 Delta departure.
Put on your own mask before helping others.
Easy 46 Papa Charlie, reach back correct.
On water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes.
Aero Wings 8 Kilo Whiskey, request taxi.
Wings 8 Kilo Whiskey, taxi via Zulu 5, Zulu 3, Alpha 5, hold short runway 23.
Pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube.
Wasn't it runway 15?
I was just thinking that. He's just cleared in for runway 23.
Zulu 5, Zulu 3, Alpha 5, hold short runway 23.
Runway 23.
Taxi via Zulu 5, Zulu 3, Alpha 5, and hold short runway 23.
Ocean 40 to tail, left turn heading 180, cleared localizer DME approach runway 15.
Okay, engine 2 is available.
Na, scheiße, wird jetzt nicht mehr werden. Ja. Ocean 4 Juliet Hotel, in that case, make it a right turn heading 120, cleared localizer DME approach runway 15.
Right 120, cleared localizer DME runway 15 for Juliet Hotel.
After start checklist, anti-ice is off, ecam status is checked, pitch trims 30.2, rudder is 0. Oh goodness me, it's just dropped my aircraft. That was abrupt.
To jet to Sierra on stand 02 Alpha. Vielen Dank, war meine erste Short Landing-Klasse. Danke, bis dann, tschüss.
Left is clear.
Full right.
Gerne doch, danke fürs Fliegen, tschüss.
Full up. Full down. Neutral.
Rudder,
full right.
Charlie, speed 200
full left.
Speed 200, Delta Uniform
Neutral.
Charlie.
Canadian 208, descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1017.
Descent altitude 5,000, 1017, Scandinavian 208.
Right, see where he's going to take us. Easy 91 November Kilo's ready for taxi, and we can depart via Delta 4.
Easy 91 November Kilo. Seems you're prepared for 05. Departure runway is 15, so you may recalculate on that. Taxi via Zulu 5, Zulu 3, Alpha 5, hold short runway 23.
Sorry, correction. We can depart via Echo 3. Just repeat the taxi for us again, please. Easy 91 November Kilo.
91 November Kilo via Zulu 5, Zulu 3, Alpha 5, hold short 23.
Herr Fortune, rein.
Zulu 5, Zulu 3, Alpha 5, hold short 23, easy 91 November Kilo.
Roger to tell, confirm need more right turn.
Affirm.
Yup, dann right 180 for intercept.
180 for intercept for Juliet Hotel.
Delta Uniform Charlie turn left heading 180, descend 3000 feet.
Left 180 and descend 3000 feet, Delta Uniform Charlie.
Scandinavian 208, speed 220 knots.
Speed 220 knots, Scandinavian 208.
Wings 8 Kilo Whiskey, cross runway 23, taxi holding point runway 15 via Echo 1.
Cross runway 23.
Brake check, all good.
See runway holding point 15 via what?
Echo 1.
Via Echo 1. Oil Wings 8 Kilo Whiskey.
Right, so this is essentially straight to the end and then a right turn, isn't it?
Delta Uniform Charlie on 180, cleared ILS runway 15.
On heading 180, cleared ILS runway 15, Delta Uniform Charlie.
Ocean 4 Juliet Hotel, distance is 7 miles on center line.
Roger for Juliet Hotel.
Alright, so quick pitch check, no change to my performance, thank you, it's 1018. Engine out procedure is non-standard left turn 5 miles
or greater until 5 miles final.
Lima Fox. Departure is West 3 Delta with a right hand turn. Engine climb 5000. Christopher Shaw, good evening.
200 knots.
Speed 200 for Scandinavian 208.
Easy 46 Papa Charlie, pushback approved, facing north.
Pushback approved for Easy 46 Papa Charlie, facing north.
Dann Ocean 4 Juliet Hotel, confirm low approach.
Affirm, we are currently, no, it was touch and go.
Okay, dann doch touch and go, stimmt, steht ja auch hier drin, nicht voll Depp. Full Juliet Hotel, after touch and go, continue on runway heading 5000 feet, wind 080, 7 knots, 15, clear touch and go.
15, clear touch and go, after touch and go, runway heading 5000 for Juliet Hotel.
Ooh, touch and go here, I think.
Zu lesen in Zukunft.
Jeff Cunningham, first time watching us live. Great to have you on board, Jeff, and thank you for the kind words as well. Right, so right turn here on Zulu 3. Hey, Chris Shaw, how you doing?
Scandinavian 208, turn right heading 120, descend 3000 feet.
120 and 3000 feet for Scandinavian 208.
Easy 91 November Kilo, next left, cross runway 23, taxi holding point runway 15 via Echo 1, Echo 3.
Clear cross runway 23, then holding point for runway 15 via Echo 1, Echo 3, easy 91 November Kilo.
Wings 8 Kilo Whiskey, you need to continue with a slightly right turn. Echo 1 is not lighted after the crossing with Echo 4.
Wings 8 Kilo Whiskey, so do a slight turn on Echo 1 and continue?
Yep.
Okay, I stop.
Scandinavian 208, after DVOT, speed 170 knots until 5 miles final.
After DVOT 170 until 5
Christian,
miles.
I just turned those on because I wasn't sure, so better safe than sorry.
Delta Uniform Charlie, vacate on Alpha 6.
Vacate on Alpha 6, Delta Uniform Charlie.
Get rid of those. This really is nice scenery, Christopher. Christian lives here. In the simulator.
And Scandinavian 208 cleared ILS 15, sorry.
Cleared ILS 15, Scandinavian 208.
It's one of your preferred sceneries, this, Christian, I think, isn't it?
1200 after touch and go.
Roger, identified. Passing 2000 feet, turn left heading 050, climb 5000 feet.
Sorry, say again, we are just at 1800 now.
Roger, yep, when passing 2000, left heading 050, climb 5000 feet.
Left 050 and 5000 for Juliet Hotel.
Alright, now we're on the long straight bit. Let's run the before takeoff checklist to the line. So our flight controls have been checked.
91 November Kilo, squawk 2503.
Checking squawk 2503, easy 91 November Kilo. Let's just slow down while I do that, make sure we don't roll off the taxiway. Oh, indeed. 2503.
Ocean 4, Juliet Hotel, set attention.
So flight controls have been checked, departure briefing is confirmed, flash setting, config 1, FMA takeoff data, 129 blue, 140, magenta, climb up blue, 1FD2, 5000 blue, flex 60, transponder is set, ECAM memo, takeoff, no blue, EFB is stowed. So the next left
would you want
is
a short
Echo
approach
3.
again or normal one?
We'll do short again.
Roger, Hotel Roger, expect 6 miles.
Couple of aircraft on final, as we can see. And an aircraft ahead of us taxiing as well.
Visual confusion.
Confused Unga Bunga. Break Delta Uniform Charlie, runway 15, clear to land, wind 0803, 7 knots.
Runway 15, clear to land, Delta Uniform Charlie.
Easy 46 Papa Charlie, you're ready for taxi.
Easy 46 Papa Charlie, taxi via Zulu 5, Zulu 3, Alpha 5, hold short, runway 23.
Zulu 5, Zulu 3, Alpha 5, and that Echo 1?
Negative, hold short 3 for the moment.
Full short.
Is this Echo 3? Should be.
Scandinavian 2 so right, vacate on Alpha 6.
Vacate Alpha 6, Scandinavian 2 right.
There's no taxi lights, is there?
Ocean 4, Juliet Hotel, turn left heading 320.
Gonna scare the hell out of this
320 for Juliet Hotel.
Our wings. No, wait, just make it the other way around. Easy 91 November Kilo, fully ready.
I'm fully ready, easy 91 November Kilo.
Roger, then there's an A320 passing right to left. After that one, line up runway 15 and wait.
After landing aircraft, line up runway 15 and wait, easy 91 November Kilo.
Scandinavian 208, expect late clearance one departure ahead.
Expect late clearance, Scandinavian 208.
Wings 8 Kilo Whiskey, traffic information, Scandinavian, no, not an Airbus, Boeing 737-700 on 3.5 miles final, report on 5.
Report inside, Wings 8 Kilo Whiskey.
I take that as a yes, so behind mentioned traffic, line up runway 15 and wait behind.
Behind mentioned traffic, line up on runway 15 and wait.
Correct. Easy 91 November Kilo, wind 0803, 8 knots, 15, cleared for takeoff, no delay.
Cleared for takeoff, easy 91 November Kilo. So cabin secured, engine mode selector is normal. TKCAI packs off, anti-ice is
Ocean 4 Juliet Hotel, descent 3000 feet, QNH 1018.
1018 for Juliet Hotel.
thrust lever, SRS and runway. Engine stable. Manflex, SRS, runway. That's better. Push the thrust levers slightly too far forward, which is why we got
Scandinavian
a different
208,
warning there.
preceding aircraft is an Easyjet Airbus A320, shortly coming airborne, wind 0803, 8 knots, runway 15, clear to land.
V1.
Clear to land 15, we have
Rotate.
outside airport in park. Inside Scandinavian 208.
Nav.
Eurowings 8 Kilo Whiskey, lining up runway 15.
Autopilot 1 engaged.
Russian 4 Juliet Hotel, turn left heading 250.
Thrust climb.
250 for Juliet Hotel, and can you confirm Hamburg unit 1018?
Correct, 1018.
Sorry, it was 24 or 25?
25. Easy 9 1 November Kilo, identified 3000 feet, climb flight level 100.
Flight level 100, easy 9 November Kilo.
Delta Uniform Charlie on Alpha 6.
It's a side stick fault again, no
Hamburg,
problem.
right via Zulu 5, position 09.
So right, open climb.
Right via Zulu 5, position 09,
100
Delta Uniform Charlie.
Russian 4 Juliet Hotel, descent altitude 2500 feet.
Just 500 for Juliet Hotel.
My name is Ken920, we have vacated 15, we are on Alpha 6.
Yep, to 08, roger.
Approach 15, runway 58, Lima Zulu.
I'll turn my first officer's screens down. My usual PM doesn't like the bright glare anyway.
Wings 8 Kilo Whiskey, no delay, wind 08 degrees, 8 knots, runway 15, clear for takeoff.
Runway 15, clear for takeoff. Wings 8 Kilo Whiskey.
Clear that.
Easy 9 1 November Kilo, contact Bremen radar 123.925, goodbye.
123.925, easy 9 November Kilo, good night.
Approach, good night, runway 58, Lima Zulu, radio check.
Runway 58, Lima Zulu, Bremen, hello, radio 5.
Royal, we are position 04 at Hamburg, information Bravo.
Bremen radar, good evening, easy 9-1 November Kilo, passing flight level 80, flight level 100, inbound Delta Hotel 221.
Easy 901 November Kilo, Bremen radar identified, climb flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250, easy 9-1
Please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes.
Bremen Zata, good evening, let's get 458, flight level 160 for flight level 110, inbound Basel and information Golf.
Let's hear 458, Bremen radar identified, Golf correct, expect RMP approach runway 09er. Proceed direct
Christopher, we did use GSX tonight because I'm... oh, hang on, what's going off there? 1 second.
Expect RMP approach runway 09er and direct Delta Whiskey 412, let's get 458.
Lufthansa 225, contact Bremen radar 119er, decimal 525, vorbei.
119er, decimal 525. Thank you for the service, ran DHL 225.
36, that's fine.
Bremen radar, Swiss 129.
Yeah, use it because the pushback is good. The vehicles are good.
360.
The passenger interaction, not so good. Tonight wasn't too bad because it wasn't using a jetway. That's alright. Hey Zara, 2411. I did, thank you so much. Great to have you back on board.
Welcome to Bremen, taxi to stand number 1 via Foxtrot, Charlie in November. Bye bye.
Number 1 via Foxtrot, Charlie in November. Ciao, ciao, from 241.
Middle 2 Charlie Papa with you, flight level 380.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign has now been turned off. You are now free to move around the cabin and the
Midland 2 Charlie Papa, Bremen radar identified.
We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times in case of unexpected turbulence. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
Yeah, I think GSX just needs to bring itself into 21st century, you know, it's... It smacks of old technology shoehorned into the new Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Dark Knight 1, level 230.
Berlin Delivery 1, Lufthansa 2, Alpha Romeo, defective startup.
Dark Knight 1, climb flight level.
Chris Scott, do most Airbus pilots have to use their vertical speed if they need to? What do you mean on the autopilot?
Inbound Nürnberg.
Sorry, I've got getting lots of ATC tonight, which is great.
Identified. Expect RP approach runway 09.
Usually you'd use open or managed climb descent. It all depends. There are places where it would be used, definitely. Freddie Willis, thank you so much for your £1.49 super chat. Really do appreciate that, Freddie. Hope you're enjoying the flight, the stream so far.
Climb flight level 240, Eurowings 8 kilo whiskey.
Dem Radar wunderschön benannt Lufthansa 930, level 350 for security.
Lufthansa 930, Bremen Radar identified.
Flight Secure 458 requesting further descent.
Flight Secure 458 descent, altitude 3000 feet, QNH Bremen 1017.
So how long to Gatwick? Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. It's about an hour and 8 minutes if that's to be believed. David, is it normal to have this much talk on ATC? If it's busy, then yes, absolutely. You do in real life get less people stepping on other people.
Center, Easy 151 at 260.
Easy 151, Bremen Radar identified. Descend flight level 70.
Descending flight level 70.
Bremen Center 320.
Freddie says, thank you, Gavin. I don't think I understand how much these streams have helped me on VATSIM. Thank you. Oh, Freddie, you're more than welcome. I'm just hopeful now we're kind of getting
good evening,
out of the summer phase. Kids will soon be back to school, and we'll be back in several streams a week, where at the moment I'm just getting 1 or 2 in. It'd be nice, wouldn't it, if we can get a lot more in. And I do miss it. Zayed, so the AIG, I don't use the traffic injector. I literally use the AIG models only for VATSIM, nothing else.
Easy 25 Tango Whiskey, descend flight level 250.
I'm afraid someone else would have to help me with that. See, this is me being out of practice. I've not gone and cleared the RadNav page out. Not copied the active flight plan. There we go. Completely out of practice, you see. Okay, they were only minor things, but still. David, ever thought of trying as an ATC controller? Well, on VATSIM?
151 expedite.
I have actually. It's just so difficult to get into.
I will expedite my descent. Easy 151.
And I just don't have the time at the moment, unfortunately. Maybe one day. So, Chris, the problem with using VS is if you're using VS for climbing, for example, you can bleed off and lose airspeed, which is obviously a bad place to be. Same with using VS for descent. Too much, you can get too much airspeed, which is why open descent and open climb almost protects you.
91 November Kilo, climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360 is the 91 November Kilo. 360 blue. Yeah, so open descent and open climb uses your targeted speed to vary its rate of climb. But as I say, there are times when VS is used. For example, if you're departing out of London Gatwick, where you might be climbing up to the first initial climb, maybe 3,000-4,000 feet, and ATC say right climb to 6,000 feet, then instead of using open climb, which could really shoot the aircraft up, you could just set it to, you could use VS, just climb 1,000 feet per minute, and it just has a nice steady climb rather than shooting you up like a rocket, which can set other aircraft TCAS systems in the vicinity off. Don't want that. And then you'll probably see me use it tonight, Chris. Stick with me. You'll see when I use VS tonight. Depending on how we go. Once I've got underneath the glide slope, I'll use VS. Just to keep us on the way down. But without, hopefully without levelling off. That's the aim of the game, isn't it? From the top of descent. See if you can get on the ground without actually having to level off.
Delta Whiskey 411, Leipzig 419.
Easy 151, contact Amsterdam radar 125.
Amanda's minus 1,800 feet per minute seems to be a good descent rate for the 320. Again, it all depends. If you've got a massive headwind, then that's going to get you down too soon, isn't it? So
8 kilo whiskey on such a short flight.
You've got to manage descent. And as long as you set up the flight computer correctly, use manage descent.
Okay.
That's what it's there for.
8 kilo whiskey.
Bremen radar, good evening. Speedbird 8 Tango Kilo with you, level 360 on waypoint Kuma.
Chris, so I don't use the vertical speed, then would it be alright if I adjust the throttle? Yeah, so when you say adjusting the throttle speed, you mean this here. Again, you leave it in managed speed, Chris. The Airbus is incredibly, incredibly clever in what it does.
Tango Whiskey, contact Bremen radar 124, decimal 175.
Contact Bremen radar on 124, decimal 175. Easy to fuck Tango Whiskey, thank you very much, bye-bye.
Sean says you feel you're going to be the same as me, forgetting a few little bits and pieces as you've been away on holiday over to Ireland for the last 2 weeks. But that's nice.
Midland 2 Charlie Papa, contact Langen radar 135, decimal 650.
50 over Osnabrück. 135, decimal 650, Midland 2 Charlie Papa.
Let's go 458, inbound Delta Whiskey 455.
Sean, you have to say the VNAV and the Phoenix is spot. Yeah, it seems to be.
Cleared RMP approach runway 09, proceed direct Djibouti.
I've never had an issue with it.
Via Djibouti, cleared RMP approach runway 09 via Djibouti. Let's go 458.
Speedbird 13 Delta Lima, Bremen radar identified. Proceed direct Basel.
Direct Basel, 13 Delta Lima.
Line 43, descend flight level 250.
Descend flight level 250, underline 223.
German 7 Victor Golf, contact München radar 133, decimal 575.
133, 575, vielen Dank für deinen Service. German Wing 7 Victor Golf.
Wings 474, contact Bremen radar 124, decimal 175. Over to Bremen 124.
Just get the weather for Amsterdam. I'm sure looking down there you can see there's not too much to worry about, but one of the en route weathers for us.
Bremen radars with 129 at Lima, request descent.
Express 129 at Lima, descent flight level 280.
So Christian, you have a point there. There's a slight bug in the Phoenix sometimes that it will sit at the bottom of the speed gate. The next update though for the Phoenix should resolve that, so very much looking forward to that whenever that will be. God, I'm just looking on VATSIM at the moment. Europe appears to be lit up tonight with ATC all over the place, except I can't see any in England. Are we too far out?
Dark Knight 1, expect standard ILS approach runway 09 on Kassel.
Expecting standard ILS runway 09er and requesting Warburg transition for Dark
Scotty, oh my god, the radio messages, how can you be so concentrated? So, my ears prick up every time I hear easy call sign, and then I listen to see if it's me or not that they're after. 3,000 feet to go. So what's everyone been doing for the last week whilst I've been away, apart from trying to get GSX to work? I'm so happy that the temperatures are starting to cool down now. Although, well, having said that, I've been outside quite a lot today, and it's just so muggy at the moment here in the UK where I've been. It really is muggy. I need like a real good storm to come and just sweep through the area and bring us some fresh air. Christopher, you went to North Wales on your hauls. I love North Wales. And the scenery there is just beautiful, isn't it? Snowdonia in particular, around that, just slightly onto the west coast. J-Hog, you've been on holiday to Dark Furious. Oh yeah, my aunt kicked you out, has she?
Let's get 458 RMP approach.
Chris, you've been busy in the USA.
Is 8 miles for final.
That's your 458, thank you.
Freddie, everywhere in Europe is controlled except London.
Correction, 120 degrees, 7 knots, runway 09er, clear to land.
I remember a time London control was never offline. That must have been during the pandemic, I'm guessing.
Radar Swiss 129er Lima, request descending flight level 230 at Gisca.
Swiss 129er Lima, our lower level is 280, but now you can monitor
Andy,
Unicom 122
do I know how to
late and
find the lowest approach speed when HC asks for it?
Descending on my own, Unicom 122
do you mean final approach
thanks
speed?
for your
In which
service.
case, that's your VATSIM
Dark 1 for
speed.
descent.
Which is...
Dark 1, descent flight level 250 initially.
250, Dark 1.
So at the moment, I mean, I've not filled stuff out, this will change, but at the moment, you've VAP speed is 136, so that's your lowest approach speed.
Proceed direct Delta Whiskey 411.
Direct Delta Whiskey 411, Leipziger 255.
On the line 223,
Hey, Dan.
contact Langen Radar 123,
you're airborne, really? That was ages ago.
Langen Radar on 123, Decimal 275. Vielen Dank für den Service. Schönen Abend.
What kept you?
223.
J-Hog, you've upgraded the PC again.
Gravity 2406, climbing level 360.
What's he got now?
Gravity 2406, frame radar identified.
Right, coming up on our cruise altitude now.
Eurowings 8 Kilo Whiskey, descent flight level 200.
Eurowings 8 Kilo Whiskey, descent flight level 200.
And alt cruise.
That's your 419er, descent flight level 70.
Flight level 70, Leipzig 419.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck once again, just to let you know, we've reached our cruising altitude for today, and we are not anticipating any major delays or bad weather ahead, so we should be arriving on time as planned. The cabin crew will now start to make their way around the aircraft, so please make sure that the aisles are clear of any items you may have, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. A reminder that our Easyjet SIM pilot members are able to take advantage of free drinks throughout the
Primo Germania 712, level 220 and on Delta Hotel 417.
I had a mental block then, and couldn't do the arithmetic. The fuel did add up just there for a minute, but it's fine.
Arrival. Oh no, you're direct. Proceed direct to Delta Hotel 412.
Nope. Wrong one.
Direct Delta Hotel 412, Germania 712.
Should we cool that cabin down a little bit?
Perfect. Good evening. It's the Easyjet Charlie is at 10,000 feet, Hamburg to Delta Hotel 221.
Captain Nathan, hello.
46 Papa Charlie, Bremen radar identified. Climb flight level 250.
250 for Easyjet Charlie.
Eurowings 8 Kilo Whiskey, contact Langen Radar 135.650.
Eurowings 8 Kilo Whiskey, contact Langen Radar on 135.650. Schönen Abend noch.
Lufthansa 930, are you still on my frequency?
FM, I'm still on the frequency.
I sent you in CBDC. Contact Bremen Radar 124.175, bye-bye.
Roger, 124.175, Lufthansa 930.
Now, well, everyone's now got a visual reference of whereabouts we are in the world. Scotty, your mode problems at the moment. The right engine
1506,
doesn't
Bremen Radar
start
identified. Do you
after
prefer
the
runway
pushback.
09 left or
The left
right?
engine doesn't start.
Prefer left.
Start the left one first.
Contact 1506, expect ILS Zulu runway 09 left, proceed direct to Robeck, descend flight level 110.
I mean, Christian's gone for the obvious. Fuel pumps and APU bleeder.
Expect ILS Zulu runway 09 left.
See, I always start engine number 1
direct
first, so I tend not to have that issue.
Let's get
Romeo
458
Oscar
back
Bravo
at
Echo
runway
Golf.
09 at intersection Charlie for taxi to apron 1. Bremen Radar, let's get 458 back at runway 09 at intersection Charlie for taxi to apron 1.
That's your 458, and taxi to stand of choice, bye-bye.
Send my choice, bye-bye, let's get 458, thank you.
2208, contact Langen Radar 135 is the way 50.
So say, how do you get the auto thrust to work? The auto thrust is a bit strange if you're not familiar with it. There's a video on the channel, a very old,
2208, contact Langen Radar 135
which explains all about the Airbus auto thrust. I don't know if anyone can find that. But yeah, I would imagine if you went to YouTube and searched Easyjet Sim Pilot auto thrust,
Speedbird 13 Delta Lima
Airbus,
descend flight level 250.
have a look at that video because it explains it in quite some detail.
Dark Knight 1.
Square Desk Greta definitely appreciates that only one of your engines isn't working.
Dark Knight 1 descend flight level 120.
Descending level 120 and recasting 4,500 feet at Warburg.
Speedbird 8 Tango Kilo, contact Langen Radar 135.650.
135.650, Tango Kilo, cheers.
In just a few moments, we'll commence
That's your 419er, descent altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1017.
available today.
Descend altitude 3000 feet, QNH 1017, like scale
We
419.
accept payment in pounds, euros.
That's your 419er, proceed direct Delta Whiskey 455 via Delta Whiskey 455, cleared RMP approach runway 09er.
Just ask us as we join you.
Direct Delta Whiskey 455, thereafter cleared RNP 09, like scale 419.
Flip, hello. Egg Andy, we're coming towards Amsterdam now.
Can you repeat my waypoint, please? It was lost.
Suntype 1506, proceed direct Robeck, Romeo, Oscar, Bravo, Echo, Golf.
Oh, right, let's start having a look at the arrival.
Mania 72 Alpha, ready for descent. Germania 72 Alpha, descent flight level 110. Descent level 110, Germania 72 Alpha.
26 left, 190 at 8. Ooh, might feel that.
Easy 901 November Kilo, contact Amsterdam Radar 125.750.
Broken 900 feet. I told you that was good to be dropping. QNH is 1016, and that's information golf.
Easy 901 November Kilo, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Over to Unicom, thanks for the service. Easy 91 November Kilo, good night.
Let's get 458 at gate number 2, requesting leading frequency, and thank you for excellent ATC service.
Thanks for flying, approved, bye.
Radar 1.
Speedbird 13 Delta Lima, contact Bremen Radar 124.0.
And now it's suddenly gone very quiet. There we are. Right, well, let's check out all the information we need for the arrival. So, grab the charts, make sure we've got these up. So we're expecting temperature Golf, which brings in from where? There. Temperature Golf, Upton flight level 140, Timber flight level 70. Okay, let's check the flight plan. And oh, Tebra, then Upton flight 140. Coding is correct. Timber. Hang on. Timber should be flight level 70. Let's just go in and amend that, shall we? That's fine. Also a max speed of 220 knots as well. Not quite sure why that was missing, but that's in there now. The Pack Andrew, so Unicom is just whenever you're flying in a part of the world where there's no VATSIM air traffic control, when coming into landing, then we are told well, you basically have to announce your intention so everybody else can understand what you're doing. Gandhi, the Iconic series should return hopefully in the next, I'm going to say the next 3 weeks, the next 3 to 4 weeks. It needs to be in September once things have calmed down at home. Right, just check the rest of this. So they come in via Mayfield, and yeah, that's fine. Leave Mayfield and get down to 2,000 feet as we're leaving Mayfield. What speeds have we got here? 220 knots, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. I can understand actually why it thinks we're not going to be able to do that. Between Timber and Mayfield, we've got 7 miles between Timber and Mayfield. Do you know what? If ATC are online, they're going to pick us off this anyway, so I'm not going to be too concerned about that. Mayfield, 220 knots. I'll probably be down at green dots as we'll leave that anyway. And yeah, we'll just update the speed. There. There we go. Yeah, so what we're going to do here is just clear that constraint out. That's got rid of the too steep path ahead issue. That's fine. Good. Alright, so that's done. Let's just copy that. Radnav, there's not really anything we need going into London Gatwick, Mayfield perhaps, just in case things go wrong. So pop that in there. We'll pop in Echo Golf, Kilo, runway 26 left. I'll tell you what I will do just as well, if we're going to get any shortcuts via ATC, I want to know I can make it, so quick visual reference, nice 30-mile radius ring around there. Okay, that's good, that's all set. To the perf page, we'll go and fill this out. In fact, how far away are we? Okay, I'm going to do that in a little bit, just so I get the latest weather in there. But what I will fill in is check the charts for transition altitude, 6,000 feet. Yeah, the barrow is going to be Cat 1, so that's visual range here, so it's definitely Cat 1. 396, let's go ahead and update that. There we are. Fuel looks good, enough for a go around and another attempt, and we've already copied the -500. We'll do that again. Square nose, 4,000 feet is the lowest altitude for the hold at Timber. Hopefully we're not going to be in the hold. So basically you get thrown into the hold at Timber at flight level 70 and they'd stack you down 4,000 feet, then you can leave the hold. Right, that's all set up. Okay, let's do a arrival brief then. So, the weather in Gatwick, as we can see just here, we've got a slight wind coming in from the left as we're coming into land, but visibility is fine. Broken 900 feet, so hopefully there won't be cloud in the way. I mean, it's 900 feet, so we've got plenty of time to see it. Temperature is 20 degrees, QNH is 1016, and that's information we've got. I'm just going to throw this on here now, so we've got that there. I'll just check this when we get a bit closer, make sure it hasn't updated. So, oh, there you go. We're already on information hotel. So, yeah, the wind's changed ever so slightly. Surface winds 207 knots and varying. Still broken 900 feet. That's fine. Yeah, so not too concerned about the weather. That all looks okay. Aircraft is all still working. No times for our arrival. Threats to be aware of. Usually quite a lot of traffic into Gatwick, so we need to make sure that we listen to ATC, carry out their instructions, because we don't want to screw up their traffic flows and anybody else behind us or ahead of us. So yeah, that's a bit of a threat. Lots of traffic going into Gatwick, usually quite busy. We're fairly familiar with Gatwick, so that's okay. But yeah, no terrain either. Minimum safe altitude at Gatwick is 2,000 feet. So, quick overhaul of the brief then. The star is the Tebra 2 Golf, is it? Yeah, Tebra 2 Golf. Follow all constraints down, flight level 140, we've got speed constraints here, then Timber flight level 70, so pretty much going to be green dot-ish from Timber, maybe not quite, but certainly green dot as we leave Mayfield. Flaps 1 as we are on the base, and then flaps 2 as we turn to intercept localizer and the glide slope. Normal ILS approach platform altitude is 2,000 feet, and normal 3-degree ILS descent. Airfield elevation 196, and auto brake low will be used for this. Let's go ahead and turn that on. There we are. And then I just need to double check what we're doing with the vacating, because I can never remember. I believe that alright, so yeah, if we vacate on Echo, we make a right turn onto runway 08 left and continue contact ground. If we vacate Fox Romeo Golf Romeo, we cross 08 left onto Juliet. Done. If we need to go around, our missed approach is 3,000 feet, and straight ahead we're passing 2,000 feet or 1 mile from the LSDME, whichever is later, then left turn 178 and then follow ATC instructions. Beautiful. David says you're quite busy en route. Thought pilots just slept. I think that's the difference, David, between what we're doing, what we can do in a flight simulator, and what the real pilots do. On this channel, we try and replicate the real. We try and replicate the real thing. What's that company message? We can sleep now. We can sleep now because I've done all the brief. Oh, that's that weather data for Amsterdam. Didn't need that. 3 minutes delay. Go away. No response from Amsterdam. Oh, that's strange. It's very strange, actually. Be interested to see if GSX Pro works at the other end, offloading the passengers and the cargo. So, see how that gets on.
Amsterdam traffic, Golf Tango Delta, Lima Delta on 8 miles final for runway 22.
8 mile final for runway 22. Do they land on runway 22? That's the one they don't land on, isn't it? Or very, very rarely. Dan, is Tower online? I haven't checked. I can't believe there's no London control online. Everywhere in Europe except London. That's typical. Oh, Tower control is online. And ground is online. Right, that actually poses a bit of a danger then. If there's no air traffic control bringing aircraft into Gatwick, it's a bit of a free-for-all, isn't it? Not good. TCAS shall be our friend. There's an aircraft down there. Andrew has just befriended Crumpy because he's named after his favourite food. Don't butter him up. The problem now, of course, is we are moving into winter, or autumn, here in the Northern Hemisphere, and I like to fly with live weather and live time. Flights in the evening, it's always going to be dark. So, yeah, it's we might have to do some tweaking with the clock.
Traffic EG 18 Echo Zulu inbound, ILS 18 right, inbound vector Amsterdam 241. Alpha Mike 241.
Forrest WS, you started your pilot training a couple of weeks ago in your hometown of Bristol. How's it going? It's an interesting airport. It's always bloody windy. It can be glorious weather, but it's still windy. It's built on top of a hill. What do you expect? It's like Leeds Bradford. Captain Oatmeal, great name. Good evening. David, you still think X-Plane wins at night time? Really? I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that X-Plane, visually, I don't think anyone's ever said on the channel that X-Plane wins visually at any time of the day.
Moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Hey Nick James, how you doing? Good to have you on board. Crumpet says the lighting in X-Plane at night was the best thing about X-Plane, to be fair. I actually can't remember what it looked like. Do we really think it looks better than Microsoft Flight Sim? Oh. There's nothing to look out. If you're sat on the right hand side of the aircraft, there's nothing to see here. Sorry about that. Have I still got that issue with my left side stick? It's not in up. Right, I'm just going to quickly refresh the ATIS. We'll fill that in. Okay. So what have we got? Surface winds 207. QNH 1016. Temperature 20. Done. Captain Oatmeal, we use self-loading cargo here on the channel for our PAs. The back, Andrew, are we due to land your bursting for the toilet? You've got ages, Andrew. Make use of the facilities, my friend. Miles or so, we'll start to head down. Chris Scott, no problem, mate. Thanks for being on board for my first stream back after the holidays. So great to have you. Hopefully see you on the next one. Don't forget, guys, if you're enjoying the flight this evening, our first one back, then please do give the stream a like. Really does help support the channel and help other members of YouTube find the channel as well. So big thank you to those of you that have already gone and hit that like button for me. And of course, if you are new, don't forget to hit subscribe as well. Ryan, could I explain what the guard frequency is? So the guard frequency, 121.5, is the frequency that all aircraft monitor. Just in case, for instance, an aircraft loses communication with air traffic control, or they have a problem and they can't get in touch, they can send... it's kind of like an emergency channel. So that is the channel that everybody in the air is monitoring. So aircraft can talk, aircraft to aircraft, ground can also communicate with it as well if need be. So yeah, it's just kind of an emergency channel that everybody listens to, and from time to time makes animal noises on. Alpha Star, hey, good evening. Right, it's time to start heading down, isn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck once again, you will be delighted to hear that we will shortly be starting our descent into our destination, at which point the cabin crew will start preparing for our arrival. If you could please make sure that all the aisles are clear, the cabin crew are able to make their way around the aircraft.
Thrust idle descent, 140, please.
The aisles, that would be most appreciated. A reminder for our Easyjet pilot members that free drinks are still available from the cabin crew until the seatbelt signs are turned on. Please note, however, that the toilets will shortly go out of use. Thank you.
I'm gutted we've got no ATC bringing us into Gatwick. Might mean though we can get we might be able to get a snifty little shortcut in. We'll wait and see. Right, we've headed on our way down. Looking forward to the approach coming into Gatwick very shortly. We should be on the ground. Should be on the ground. In a little under half an hour. Plenty of time to go to the toilet. Nick Giglotti, what is my opinion about GSX worth the money? Do you know, this will be an interesting one. So, it's been out now for, what, a week? Has it been about a week? Yeah, so just tell me in the chat, this is very unscientific poll, let's try this. Tell me in the chat, is GSX worth the purchase? Yes or no? I'm very interested to see what you guys think. Yes or no? GSX, is it worth it buying it now? Yes or no? Is it good enough to buy now? Yes or no? I've got Dancing Tango saying yes. A couple of not yet. I didn't give that as an option, did I? Not yet. Probably should have done. That was unfair of me. Nick James says it will be much better in the future, I hope. Will it? That's going to be interesting to see. LA Kids 143. Hi mate, I've not seen you sneak into the chat. He says maybe later. And Gigliotti says I've got my answer. Well, there you go. I hope we've helped you tonight. When it works, it's great. But the whole idea behind it is to try and improve the immersion, and I'm not convinced it does that. Not yet, anyway. Right, we're keeping an eye on our navigation display, see how we're looking with the TCAS. If we can get ourselves in, but basically, if I can sort of get ourselves in, like Aaron, and then straight to Mayfield, and then in and out, then rather than doing this, then I will do. Nick, that is a very good point. Nick James says, if they fix the auto closing of the menu, no back button, etc., I'll be happy. I'd agree with that. The user interface is very clunky. Angus McTavish, hello Angus, how you doing mate, long time no see. Angus says that he thinks there's huge potential if the devs get it together. Give it to the fly-by-wire guys, they'll sort it. Absolutely Angus, they would. They'd just overhaul it and it'd be great. Racing Partner says, does anyone know if frequent crash desktops have been fixed? I don't want to jinx anything by commenting on those. I have no idea. Was it actually acknowledged by Microsoft and Azobo that there was an issue? See, that was the other thing that I think was very unfair on GSX. GSX released just at the same time that this problem with the Azobo servers kind of came in, didn't it? So a lot of the crash to desktops, people thought, oh, it's GSX, but actually, it wasn't. Nick says, Azobo, they did own it on the forums. Right, that's fair enough. And Alpha Star says, thanks again for the latest landing tutorial for the Fenix A320. Been very helpful. My landings have improved quite a lot. Alpha, glad to hear that. I think the biggest thing I would ever say is forget your feet per minute landing. Yeah, it's great, it's nice to have a smooth touchdown, but landing zone and center line, they come first. Andrew, when a plane comes into land, how fast do you reckon it would be? Around 130, it depends on the plane. If it's a Cessna, about 50 mile an hour. If it's an Airbus, I don't know, 120 mile an hour. 120, 140. Depends how heavy it is as well. Dasna says only the community managers gave some statements on the forums, but nothing from the devs. Well, I guess that's enough, isn't it? Right, we're over the eastern part of the channel. Here's the wind farm. Showing any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. Any landing where you can reuse the aircraft is even better. I think we can see a couple of ships as well down there.
Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts, some of which are exclusive to you as an Easyjet customer. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
So whilst we've been flying tonight, whilst the weather's been warm, I've had to have a nice cold drink next to me. I'm slurping that all the way through. And I'm really feeling the need to go to the loo. I can't do that now. I'm just going to have to cross my legs. Right, so Gatwick Tower is online, 12422. I'm going to chuck that into the standby. And Gatwick ground 1218. A lot of France lit up tonight as well. I don't get ATC in France that often, which is a shame. Angus, since I upgraded the PC, have I had any issues with Gatwick? No. Again, touch wood, is going to happen tonight now you've said that. Captain Oatmeal, just reverse the centre line and the touchdown zone. You've got to be in the touchdown zone. If you're not in the touchdown zone, then boom, off you go. Have another attempt. Of course, the idea with the touchdown zone is you need to land in it, otherwise you're not guaranteed to stop. It's a long landing. Amandusia says, advice from a trucker, water bottles are great when you need to go but you can't leave your chair. Gary Lauderdale says, is the sim stable now? I think that's the question we're all wondering if there's an answer to. Let's see if we get into Gatwick, shall we? Okay, so one FCU down to 7,000. We're still at 5140 Magenta, that's fine. And that should... Well, let's have a look. Can we sneak our way in? Maybe. Got some traffic about 20 miles just to the right of us. Are they knocking them out? No, the lights that I can see in the dark, there's a ship. Can the FO see them? Quite bright, isn't it? Can we turn these off yet? No. Get rid of it though, can't I? There we go. Oh. to sneak our way in. We'll stay on the star for now. Dan, don't tune into the tower until you're establishing yourself on the localizer. They don't want to know you before that. Andrew says if it's summer, the French ATC will be on strike. It's funny because it's true. Right, I can't see any traffic on Tigers. I'm going to have a quick look at the VATSIM. See if I can see aircraft coming into Gatwick. What we got? There are a few actually. Although they should be down by the time we are. Well, there's also an Easy 45 Delta Victor coming in as well from Charles de Gaulle. Alright, we'll stick with the star for now. Kira, do I have online services engaged? You mean things like real world weather? Yeah, so real world weather's working. I don't have live traffic in at the moment, so that's not it. Johnny Rodriguez says, hello, you're watching us from the USA. Hope you're having a good day. Dan, once you're on the ILS, just contact tower. Say Gatwick Tower, easy, 91 November Kilo, established ILS runway 26 left at however many miles, type A320. And we have information, whatever that is. Get the latest one actually. Information India 1016. We have map data on as well, yes, absolutely we do. I love seeing the clouds lit up over London, or any city, just so they have that little yellow tinge and hue to them. It's quite a nice little flight, this one, isn't it, from Hamburg? It's a real world route as well, I forgot to mention that at the start, so this is a real world route. Starting to get quite warm in my office now. Gabriel, which add-ons would I rate as essential to make Microsoft Flight Simulator look even more realistic? So there again is a video on the channel which basically gives you my top 10 add-ons, some payware, some freeware, and again you can search for that either on the channel or just search on YouTube for Easyjet Sim Pilot essential add-ons, something like that. I'm sure you will find it. Chill Out Flight Channel, good evening. I'm very well. I'm very warm. Someone's like a choir with a guitar in the back of the cabin, all serenading the passengers. I don't know if you can hear them. Okay, so I'm just going to wind the speed up a little bit. We'll hold 250 knots for a while. Bus driver says fix from Azobo seems to be ensuring you've got the latest Microsoft Windows updates. Don't want to speak too soon, but it seems to be working for you. That's interesting. I do, funnily enough, because does anyone else do this? When you've been away for a while, your PC's been off for a week or also, come back, just switch it on, check for updates, because it can take like an hour sometimes to download and sort things out. So yeah, definitely. I wouldn't turn it on for the first time just before about to start doing a stream. I've fallen foul of that before. Right, not far to go now, guys. Not far at all. We are on Unicom, aren't we? Sounds very, very quiet. Andrew says you're pausing me because if you don't there'll be a puddle in the middle of the room. You don't need to pause us, Andrew. Keep us live. You've got plenty of time. Not much happening at the minute. Right. So let's run the approach checklist. So seatbelt signs are on. Arrival briefing is confirmed. Minimums 396. Engine mode selector is normal. EFB is stowed. So again, just having a quick look on VATSIM. I think we can do a quick direct to Mayfield. Saves a bit of time. So there we go. Christopher, you're getting there with landings. 362. That is not a terrible landing, Christopher, so don't feel too down about that. Gabriel, thank you for subscribing. Angus, you wish the Phoenix had the same ATC screen as the fly-by-wire EFB. It's not realistic, but it makes managing them easier. Yeah, I mean, you got to remember as well that here in a desktop simulator, you're a single pilot, so normally your first officer, or the pilot monitoring to be more accurate, is the one handling all the radio comms. So yeah, that's exactly right. Mark, at what point do you announce the approach to Gatwick on Unicom? When you start to see other traffic. What are we, 20 miles out? Now wouldn't be a bad time, to be fair. Gatwick traffic easy, 91 November Kilo, 20 miles west, correction, east of Mayfield VOR, landing runway 026, passing flight level 75. So I might even be able to give us a nice little little direct as well to the final fix. India Whiskey is identified. And so we've got speed descent to 4,000 blue. Yeah, we can now look at using look at using VS. So here we can see traffic just there. Both look like they're bringing themselves in. I'm going to do something similar, I think. So, a nice long final. What do we say, guys? We'll kind of get a beam of these, and then I'm assuming these guys are going into Gatwick. They are descending. What is it, about 7.5 miles away? That's plenty of time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
This is where communications on VATSIM are essential. Gatwick traffic easy, 91 November Kilo, turning base at 20 miles, currently 6 miles east of the Mayfield VOR. So I don't want to cut this guy up. MSA is 2,000 feet, so we'll get it down to 3,000. I'm going to wind that right up. So a very steady rate of descent. Just want to check now our speed. He's now 5 miles ahead of us. That's okay. We can reduce our speed if need be. There's the glide slope. Flamamine, welcome to the First Officers Club. Thank you so much for your channel membership. Really do appreciate that. If you're on Discord, don't forget to get yourself in our Discord server as well. So just need to keep enough separation between this aircraft here. He's obviously now just turning on to the localizer. We're going to start getting ourselves configured. So let's go flaps 1, speeds checked, flaps 1. And 0 knots. Just make a bit of a left turn, make that intercept a bit nicer. I'll glide slope lock blue, Catherine dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Dan the Man, thanks for subscribing, Scottish Aviator as well on Twitch. Noteworthy Nerd, great name. Lockstar. Not quite a CDA, but not far off either. Now we go over to Tower.
Gatwick Tower, good evening, 1 3 Kilo. We are 9 miles out. Fully established, ILS 26 left.
Ryanair 3 Echo Kilo, good evening, Gatwick Tower number 2, continue approach.
I'm going to reduce speed if he's
Continue approach, Ryanair 3 Echo Kilo.
Gatwick Tower, good evening, Easy 91 November Kilo, established runway 26 left, 11 miles, reducing speed 160.
Easy 9, correction, Easy 91 November Kilo, good evening, Gatwick Tower number 3 for arrival.
Roger, Easy 91 November Kilo. Flaps 2. Line slope star, misapproach altitude 3,000 feet set.
And Easy 91 November Kilo, current spacing is 5 miles from traffic in front.
Roger, thank you for the info, Easy 91 November Kilo.
Easy 45 Delta Victor, taxi second right onto Juliet, contact ground 121.8, goodbye.
Second right onto Juliet and ground 121.8. Thank you very much indeed, EC 45 Delta Victor.
Ryanair 3 Echo Kilo, surface wind 210 degrees at 7 knots, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, Ryanair 26 left, Ryanair 3 Echo Kilo.
There's the clouds that I didn't want to get in our way. Getting in our way. Ground frequency is prepped. Who the heck's that guy? What's this guy doing? Someone's just fallen out of the sky. Okay, gear down. Spoilers. Start slowing down now. Flaps 3, speed's checked. Flaps 3. Flaps full, landing checklist, cabin is secured, auto thrust, speed, go around altitude 3000, set eco memo landing, no blue.
Gatwick Tower, hello, Easy 4432, 11 miles, established 26 left. Easy 4432, good evening, Gatwick Tower, number 2 for arrival, continue approach. Continue approach, Easy 4432.
It's just 9528, almost on final, flight level 410.
Autopilot R5 control.
Easy 901 November Kilo, surface wind 210 degrees at 7 knots, runway 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 26 left, Easy 91 November Kilo.
Ryanair 3 Echo Kilo, taxi second right onto Juliet, contact ground 121.8, goodbye.
Welcome Juliet, 121.8, Ryanair 3 Echo Kilo.
Scandinavian 90528, continue approach and report established ILS runway 26 left.
500, stable.
Report established ILS runway 26 left. SS 958.
Easy 901 November Kilo, just to let you know there is an aircraft that just seems to be landing in the opposite direction on the runway. If you want to go around, feel free. If you've got collision turned off, then feel free to continue.
We'll take him out, thanks. Easy now, November Kilo.
Apologies, I am trying to get hold of someone to get rid of him, but there's just no one.
100.
No problem.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Ooh. Well, I thought collision was turned off. Spoilers deployed. Reverse green. Decel. Something else, reverses off. Disconnect the brakes. Yeah, so apparently that aircraft did hit us.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging.
Easy 91 November Kilo. Taxi second right onto Juliet. Contact ground 121 decimal 8. Bye.
All your personal belongings.
Off the ground, second right
checking in the seat pocket,
Easy 91 November Kilo.
the seat, and in the
Easy 4432. Surface wind 210 degrees at 7 knots. Runway 26 left. Cleared to land.
Smoking is not permitted.
Clear to land 26 left. Easy 4432.
On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information.
Easy 1854, Gatwick.
Twitter.
Gatwick Tower, a very good evening to you. Easy 1854 is holding Alpha 2.
Golf Sagan.
Ooh, where are you going?
Requesting Alpha Greens to Manchester as file, aircraft type 737-800, and we have information like India on board.
Target 6 Golf report stand number.
572.
Tomjet 66 Golf cleared to Manchester, Lambourne 6 Mike departure, squawk 3420.
Clear Manchester, flight Lambourne 6 Mike departure, squawk 3420, Tomjet 66 Golf.
Tomjet 66 Golf, read back correct, report ready.
And ground easy 91 November Kilo with you on Juliet.
Easy 91 November Kilo, standby.
Getting ground 103 Echo Kilo, also on Juliet.
Easy 901 November Kilo, welcome to Gatwick, continue taxiing Juliet, hold short Romeo.
Yeah, it is annoying when right at the last minute someone comes, flies literally straight at you, puts you off your game, and I think the aircraft did kind of get a bit of a knock
901
as
November
well.
Kilo, taxi Juliet, hold short of Romeo.
Taxi Juliet, hold short Romeo for easy 91 November Kilo.
Ryanair 3 Echo Kilo, Gatwick ground, report your position.
Countdown Juliet approaching Sierra, Ryanair 3 Echo Kilo.
Copy, Ryanair 3 Echo Kilo, taxi Juliet, all the way down to stand 22.
I do wish.
Juliet stand 22, Ryanair 3 Echo Kilo.
I do wish that
063, thank you for the decision, bye-bye. Have a good night.
the
No worries, thank
ATC
you for pointing that way.
controllers had the ability to disconnect people.
Easy 45 Delta Victor on blocks 105. Thanks very much indeed for the service.
Absolutely no problem, and just to let you know, that guy that was flying around, he's been walloped, so support should be taking care of him.
Oh, that's good.
Justice has been served. Thank you.
No worries, good night.
He owes me a new landing gear. Crumpet, I might need a repaint too. Yeah, someone's just scratched HD off the side of my my aircraft. A little bit of tea-cut. Right, that's Sierra, and we're holding short of Romeo at the moment, aren't we? Yeah.
6 calls, request amend.
Dragon Vesta, you missed nothing apart from an idiot on finals just flew straight into us.
Golf, Gary Ground, confirm flight level 220.
Affirm 220, 6 calls.
No worries, Tom Jet 6 Golf. I've changed that to 220 now. Squawk 3420.
3420, and thank you very much. 6 Golf.
Easy 901 November Kilo, left Romeo, right Lima, stand 113.
Left on Romeo, right on Lima, and stand 113, easy 91 November Kilo.
Gatwick Grand, hello, easy 4432, taxi along Juliet, request taxi to the gate.
Easy 4432, Gatwick Ground, very warm welcome to Gatwick. Continue taxiing on Juliet, hold short of Romeo.
Continue taxiing on Juliet, hold short of Romeo, easy 4432.
Okay, so...
Hey, Berlin 2 Papa Charlie, will you make approach?
Berlin 2 Papa Charlie, this is Gatwick Ground, negative.
I've just lost my bearings a second.
Okay.
Yeah, left on Romeo. There's the tower. Long enough to do a single engine taxi in now, isn't it? So let's shut down engine 2. And right on Lima. That should be Kilo. Yeah, we want the first.
Easy 4432, Gatwick Ground. Do you have a stand preference?
Either 112 or 113.
Well, easy 4432, you are in luck. Taxi Romeo Lima, stand 112.
Taxi to stand 112 via Romeo and Lima, easy 4432.
Gatwick Tower, very good evening to you. EZ29 Echo Delta with you, request radio check.
EZ29 Echo Delta, readability 55, how many?
Readability 5, thank you.
Be interesting to know when that aircraft started doing what it did, but never mind, it's what it is. It is frustrating though. I'm sure all of you will agree. Right, where we're going, 113. This is the second stand on the right. 112. And 113. Oh, hang on a minute, hang on a minute. So we should be able to tell GSX now, shouldn't we? If
Easy 227 ready for push and
is it
start.
going to is it going to actually load?
Easy 227, stand 1-2. Stand by on 2-3.
No.
Push
Okay.
not approved to the west.
Never mind. It's not going to
Push and start approved to the west. Easy 227.
Ooh, bit of oversteer. Well, that's a shame. I was hoping we'd be able to use GSX to deboard our aircraft. Never mind. Where's the stop? We're getting a bit close. I'm going to take the decision to stop because I'm not sure that's entirely accurate. Okay, close enough. Right, parking brake is set. Shut down engine number 1. Turn that off as well.
FS 9528 to
See what sounds come off APU bleed.
Scandinavia 9528. A very warm welcome to Gatwick. Taxi Juliet, hold short of Romeo.
Beacon light.
Taxi Juliet, hold short of Romeo. That's it, 502.
And deboard. Oh, well, there we go, guys. So, aside from GSX not working at the end and the idiot on finals, that was quite a nice, flight back. Crumpet says you can pick your arrival gate with GSX once you're below 10,000 feet to have it all prepared for you. Yeah, the problem is obviously until you've landed at your airport and ATC have given you the gate number, you can't do it, can you? But there we are. Right, well, guys, thank you so much. I don't know, where's my aircraft? There it is. Thank you so much for joining me on that first flight back. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's been great to be back, I'll be honest. It just takes the shine off, doesn't it? So if you are going to go on VATSIM, please don't be an idiot. Yeah, learn the rules, stick to the rules, and certainly don't do things crazy like that, because it just spoils it for everyone concerned. I think if that's going to be a regular thing, then clearly we just need more powers to the air traffic controllers to come and get rid of them. Dan, you chickened out. You felt like you were going to ruin it for people. Dan, compared to what we had on final, mate, you would absolutely not have ruined it. Huge thanks to everyone who has contributed to the channel throughout the stream this evening. For everyone as well that's here, please do leave a like as you depart the aircraft, and if you're new, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notifications bell as well so you don't miss any future content. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Of course, I'll be around on the Discord server as well, link down in the video description. But yeah, hopefully the live streams won't be quite as sparse as they have been previously, so looking forward already to seeing you all on the next one. Thanks very much, guys. See you all again very soon. Good night.